What's up, guys? Archon Tsunami here, bringing you a quick review of Battle for Azeroth since it launched on Monday. It took me about 22 hours to get to 120. Some of that was my fault for dying a whole lot because you can't pull mobs like you used to be able to. But the grind really wasn't that bad. A lot of the areas are dynamic enough to where they keep your interest while you're leveling, on like Legion, where some of the zones kind of felt tedious. Um, so yeah, dungeons wise. I like a lot of the dungeons. I think they're really cool so far. They are going to be kind of hard on Mythic Plus, I can already tell, because a lot of them have like giant mobs that you have to deal with, or you have to pull properly. So I can already tell that Mythic Plus is going to be an issue. The other thing about dungeons that I liked is that there was no timed wave dungeons, like what Violet Hold was, where you had to like kill a wave, wait like 3 seconds for another gate to spawn, so when more mobs would come in. There was none of that. It was straight, wave clear and go. So I thought the dungeons were well done. None of the boss mechanics seemed too dumb. There's a lot of mind control mechanics I did notice, but nothing really ridiculous. Professions. Let's talk professions. Sorry guys, I'm just walking back and forth. Professions I think got easier this expansion because not only do you not have to worry about learning everything from past expansions, you can just pick up and go. They've also added a system called the Scrap. I don't know. I was gonna say Zapomatic. The Scrapomatic, where basically you put in, like, let's say we're putting in plate, right? So I'll scrap both of these, and we'll get ore back out, and maybe a bonus item, which is what you need for like some of the late game crafts. So it's your rare late game craft item. I think that's pretty cool because depending on what you put in, like if I were to put leather in here, I'd be getting leather back, and if I were to put cloth in, you get cloth back. And it has to be green or above. And it can even be soulbound items. So rather than selling your soulbound items for gold, you can instead help craft towards your profession. You can even put Azerite gear in there and get, the equivalency of ore back. And I think it may even have a higher chance of dropping explosion, expulsum, sorry. But yeah. So I think professions are going to be easy. I've already maxed out mining. Pretty much done almost everything for mining except for platinum deposit level 3. I did all that within like the first day because the mining quests are pretty straightforward. It's not random anymore whether or not you can level up your mining for the amount of ore you get. It's just straight up once you hit a certain level in mining, you go back to the trainer and they have the quest there for you. I think the only one that is random, and it might not even be random, is platinum. I have to go find a more challenging career out in Drust. Blacksmithing, I'm at 56. It's still taking some time to get there. A lot of the builds and stuff. I have a lot of the other ore. Everything kind of early relies on monolite ore, and some of the zones don't have a lot of monolite ore. It's kind of divided up into sections about which zones have what ore, I think, or you're more frequent to see. Like I think in Stormwind you're more frequent to see platinum in Storm than what you are in Mon. Whereas in Drust you're more likely to see the monolore. So anyway, professions are feeling good. They're not feeling as bad. I don't know if I'm going to level up other characters yet, or if I'm just going to get my DK situated and get him maxed out before doing so. Here, I'll even show you an example. I'll throw this in there. Watch. And this is Azerite gear I'm throwing in. You can tell because it has the diamonds on it, or the 4 arrows. So you just get more ore. The Azerite gear is pretty interesting. It's basically like the talent tree for the old artifact weapons from Legion. And you can get new artifact abilities. You see how it says level 18, 22? Well, you level this necklace up with artifact power, and that's what unlocks these abilities. And you just get those by getting artifact power by doing like world quests, which, let's see, let me pull some up here. Nope, that's not it. Of course, I can't find any when I need to. Of course. Let's try it over here. Right here. You basically just do world quest, and you can also do, the garrisons are back. Well, not the garrison, but the missions are back from Legion. I think it's kind of like a hybrid of Legion and Warlords, where you're not focused on like a garrison, but at the same time, the order hall stuff isn't as abundant as what it was for, items like war resources. You basically find them in little treasure chests located throughout the area. And from what I can tell, they're not overloading gold either like they did before. We used to be able to get thousands of gold. So I think it's an easier system. I like it. It's definitely a lot smoother than what Legion's was. It doesn't feel like you have to grind as hard to get rewarded. Yeah, no, it's not even worth doing. I'll have to wait for that one to come back. Well, that's just gold. I don't want gold. Still 18 hours. Like, I don't want to commit to an 18-hour dungeon or 18-hour mission if I don't absolutely have to. And then obviously they brought back the research stuff. See? And then you're all the way down here. Okay. But yeah, so oh no, I think not Legion, but I think BFA is a better upgraded version of Legion. So yeah, the DK class as a whole, like, honestly, didn't really change a whole lot. Like, they already did the pre-patch for it, so if you played Legion and you haven't bought BFA yet, you've already got a taste of like what was gonna happen in this game. Do I really want to do this? Whatever, I'll just do it. I shouldn't, but whatever. It gives me a bunch of reputation gains. So yeah, that was my review of BFA. I like it. It's a pretty fun expansion. It's definitely improved upon a lot of things that Legion and Warlords did back in the day. Kind of merged the two systems. The Azerite gear is an interesting aspect because as you level up your Azerite gear and get new gear as well, you have to like kind of pick and choose between the abilities and which gear is going to be better for you. Since not every Azerite gear has the same abilities on it. Sorry. But yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll do a when I get to mythic level, I'll do like a dungeon difficulty for mythics. I think that would be pretty interesting to do. I'll also maybe consider doing other things as well. I don't know what exactly yet. Like maybe leave a comment down in this comment section and let me know what you guys want to see for a list or something, and I can get around to it. But yeah, for that, I'm Mark Antunami, and I will see you guys on stream. Hope you enjoyed the review. Later.